Fear. It's a universal experience that can freeze us in our tracks. Think of the uncertainties brought by the recent pandemic, global conflicts, or economic instability. These events trigger deep-seated anxieties and fears, leaving many of us searching for ways to regain control and composure. But what if we could turn to ancient wisdom for guidance? Stoicism, a philosophy over 2,000 years old, offers timeless strategies to face fear and live with courage and clarity. In this video, we'll explore 5 Stoic strategies to help you overcome fear and reclaim your inner strength. What is fear? Imagine the fear many felt during the early days of the pandemic. It was a time of uncertainty, with questions about health, finances, and the future dominating our minds. Streets were empty, news outlets were filled with grim statistics, and the world seemed to pause. This collective fear highlighted how deeply uncertainty can shake us. Beyond the pandemic, think about the jitters before a major life change, like moving to a new city or starting a new job. The unknown is a fertile ground for fear. Fear is a natural emotion that arises when we perceive a threat, whether real or imagined. It can act as a protective mechanism, keeping us alert to danger, but it can also paralyze us, preventing us from taking necessary risks or pursuing meaningful goals. While fear can save lives in dangerous situations, it can also create invisible barriers that hold us back from achieving our potential. Types of fear. 1. Social fear. Fear of rejection or judgment, like public speaking or networking. Think of the butterflies before stepping onto a stage or introducing yourself at a conference. This type of fear often stems from our desire for acceptance and belonging. 2. Financial fear. Anxiety over job loss or economic instability. For instance, many workers experienced sleepless nights during company layoffs, constantly worrying about how to provide for their families. 3. Physical fear. Concerns about safety, health, or well-being. This might include worrying about an upcoming medical diagnosis or walking alone at night. Physical fears remind us of our vulnerability and mortality. 4. Existential fear. A deeper anxiety about purpose, meaning, or the unknown aspects of life. This type of fear often emerges during major life transitions or crises of identity. Fear can cloud our judgment, reduce our capacity to think critically, and keep us from stepping into opportunities that lead to personal growth. It's like a fog that blurs our vision, making every step forward feel uncertain and risky. Over time, unchecked fear can manifest as stress, physical ailments, or a life filled with regret for missed opportunities. Stoic principles for fear management. Focus on what you can control. Stoicism teaches us to separate what is within our control, our actions, thoughts, and reactions, from what isn't, external events and other people's actions. Current example. Amid economic instability, instead of obsessing over market fluctuations, focus on budgeting, expanding your skill set, and building financial resilience. By channeling energy into what you can influence, you regain a sense of empowerment. Another example is during heated political debates. While you can't change others' opinions, you can control how you respond and engage. Practice negative visualization. Visualize worst-case scenarios. Paradoxically, imagining what could go wrong can help you build resilience and reduce the emotional impact if the event occurs. Example: before a major presentation, picture potential hiccups, a technology failure, a tough question, and rehearse your responses. This exercise makes the unknown feel manageable. Similarly, when preparing for an important financial decision, consider what would happen if your investments didn't pan out and how you could recover. Understand the nature of fear. Seneca said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Most fears are exaggerated in our minds. By rationally assessing situations, we can often diminish their intensity. Illustration: you may dread asking for a raise, imagining an angry or dismissive response. In reality, your request might be met with understanding or even encouragement. Often, fear is like a shadow, looming large but insubstantial when examined closely. Facing your fears with Stoic wisdom. Imagine you're preparing for a critical job interview. Instead of fearing rejection, use mental rehearsal to visualize walking in confidently, answering questions effectively, and learning from the experience regardless of the outcome. Extend this practice to everyday scenarios. Whether it's confronting a difficult conversation or tackling a new hobby, visualization can help reduce fear and build confidence. Reframing negative thoughts. Replace "I'm going to fail" with "This is an opportunity to grow." By consciously reframing, you shift your mindset from defeat to empowerment. Instead of fearing mistakes, view them as valuable lessons. For example, if you're starting a business, reframe initial struggles as stepping stones to success. Practice mindfulness. Recognize your fear response when it arises. Pause, breathe deeply, and ground yourself in the present moment. Mindfulness is the anchor that prevents fear from sweeping you away. Use Stoic journaling to reflect on your fears. Write down what triggered them, assess their rationality, and identify patterns. This practice fosters self-awareness and clarity. Combine this with gratitude journaling to remind yourself of your strengths and past victories over fear. Actionable strategies for overcoming fear. 1. Identify specific fears. Write down fears tied to recent challenges. For example, concerns about career stability or health. Naming your fears helps demystify them and reduces their power over you. 2. Gradual exposure. Break your fear into smaller, manageable steps. If public speaking terrifies you, start by practicing in front of a mirror, then a trusted friend, and gradually move to larger audiences. Each step builds confidence, making the ultimate challenge less daunting. 3. Set realistic goals. Tackle fears incrementally, celebrating small wins to build momentum. For instance, start by attending a networking event before aiming to deliver a keynote speech. Celebrate progress to maintain motivation. 4. Embrace discomfort. Growth lies outside your comfort zone. View challenges as opportunities to test your limits and build resilience. Example: entrepreneurs launching businesses during economic downturns embrace risk, but gain invaluable skills and insights in the process. Similarly, athletes pushing past pain in training often achieve new personal bests. Living a fearless life. Inspirational stories. During the 2008 financial crisis, countless small business owners risked everything to launch startups. Their perseverance turned challenges into thriving enterprises, demonstrating how courage and determination can transform fear into success. Activists for change. Leaders like Martin Luther King Jr. faced fear daily, but used it to drive monumental societal progress. Their legacy proves that fear, when harnessed, can fuel purpose-driven action. Consider parents who overcome their fear of failure to provide better opportunities for their children, or individuals who face fears of rejection to pursue meaningful relationships. Benefits of overcoming fear. Greater self-confidence. Each conquered fear reinforces your belief in your abilities. Success becomes a self-fulfilling cycle. A clearer sense of purpose. Fear often clouds our direction. Overcoming it brings clarity. Enhanced emotional resilience. You learn to navigate challenges with grace and composure, emerging stronger with each encounter. Fear doesn't have to control your life. Take the first step toward confronting it today. Embrace the lessons of Stoicism to navigate life's uncertainties with courage and clarity. Start small, remain consistent, and trust that growth lies just beyond your fears. Fear is a natural response, but it doesn't have to control your life. By using these 5 Stoic strategies, you can turn fear into a stepping stone for personal growth and self-discovery. Remember, Courage isn't about living without fear, it's about taking action in spite of it. So take that deep breath, trust in your resilience, and move forward with confidence toward the life you're meant to live. With every step, your fear will shrink, your strength will grow, and you'll face life's challenges with clarity and determination. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like, share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe for more content on living a resilient and empowered life. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.